Hey guys, it's Ep56 and welcome back to episode 56 of my Leeds United career mode. Now today we have got some big games obviously to play as usual. In fact the teams I suppose you could call lesser teams if we quickly have a look at the calendar. But we're calling them big games because we have some big games. We need the points. We're currently 8th in the league at the moment, which isn't that bad really. We finished 6th last season. We've put it on world class this season, so that is kind of understandable. We are only 12 games in, and if we beat Swansea, we actually could go as high as 4th, obviously depending on other results. But certainly we are in a good position at the moment. We've got loads of fixtures next month, though. We do have a little bit of a break here. I think it's nearly 2 weeks that we have before the next game, which is quite incredible, really. So we'll have to sim through all that, but before I get into the episode, if we could go hit 25 likes on this video, that'd be brilliant if we could go do that, guys. Also, don't forget to go subscribe as well if you are new around here, that'd also be really appreciated. Let's first of all get on though with some player development stuff, and hopefully get Lewis Cook up, maybe Galloway, and some other players possibly as well, maybe on their attributes. Will we have Cook going up? Yes, we have up to 78 overall, with a couple of his attributes going up there, which is great news for us. Looking like an even better player now. And I was briefly thinking about what I should do in the January transfer window, because it is coming up, slowly, but it is still coming up. We do have a small budget, but I think Yaya Toure will be leaving us, and we'll have to replace him because he's not been good enough. When he's on 100 grand a week, you do expect a lot more. So I can't really afford to have someone on 100 grand a week that isn't really doing anything. I mean, I think Calvin Phillips has probably replaced him after his performance in the previous episode. So I might be getting rid of Yaya Toure. I need obviously your suggestions as to who replaces him. He's a big player to replace. So we'd have to maybe look at somebody else. But we'll obviously have a lot of wage if we were to get rid of him. We do have a couple of emails to look at. First of all, Poland. They want me. I'm going to reject that. I know they have obviously Lewandowski to name obviously their main man. I'm sure they do have other very good players. You know, Piszczek, Blaszczykowski. Can't really name too many more, but I'm sure they do have some other decent players. Have rejected it for now though. They're not quite the team I'm looking for. Play conversations. The youngster wants to start against Swans. That's an interesting one. He won't be starting, I don't think. But he's internationals. That's why it was such a long break. But yeah, we do have a game against Swansea now. It's an away match. We obviously need to try and get the 3 points. I'll change on the team. I'll be back in a second once I've done that. And this is the team that I've gone with to play against Swansea. It's actually quite a good side, this one. I'm happy with it. Bullen starts in goal. Galloway at left back. Congolo and Capella at centre back. Yedlin at right back, with Lewis Cook and Bridcut playing as the whole in midfield, as they work really well together, but they are both 1 yellow card away from a suspension, so I need to be careful. Calvin Phillips is at centre attacking mid. He played really well in the last game I played with him. Gray is playing as a left mid, Munier as a right mid, and then we've got Berahino playing as the striker. So it's quite a good team. Obviously Yaya Toure drops out of this side, because I didn't think he was good enough, to be honest, when he played before. So he comes onto the bench, along with Alex Mowat as well. They are both on yellow cards, those 2 players. So again, if I was to bring them on, I'd have to be careful not to suspend them. But yeah, let's go with this game. Hopefully beat Swansea. And I think, again, we'll have time for 3 games in this episode, I think. So we'll probably have to go through a little bit quicker than usual. But hopefully that's okay. And yeah, let's get on with this game now against Swansea. Here we go, we are at the Liberty Stadium, so we are away at Swansea. It's going to be a tough game, this one, because every game is when you're on world class. It is very unpredictable as to what's going to happen. You don't know whether the players are going to turn up. Every game is different, so hopefully we have a good performance. Again, I'm just going to play with the tactic of kind of trying to keep the ball, but again, it can be a little bit tough to do that sometimes when teams play a little bit differently to the style I'm trying to play. Oh, it's won back brilliantly. Now through to Berahino. He's surely got enough strength. Here we get Bartley. Oh, what a strike. 9 minutes in. What a hit for Berahino. That's why he's our starting 11 striker, and that's how we signed him. Such a quality striker. That is his finishing. 89, I think it is his finishing. What a ball through. I think that might be Lewis Cook with that pass through. Holds off brilliantly. From that angle, to get it in that corner. Brilliant strike. 1-0, 9 minutes in. Calvin Phillips has been amazing. He keeps on winning back the ball brilliantly for us. And going forward, he has looked really good as well. He's got a chance to shoot. I'll tell you what, he's hit that one very well, Calvin Phillips. Maybe I should have been playing him before this game. Well, before the last 2 games that I've started anyway. Because he has been fantastic Only 70 overall, but certainly now it's looking more likely that he's going to stay with us. He was a player that I was questioning whether he would still be at the club at the end of the season. Certainly now he is part of what I want to do at Leeds, so hopefully he can continue his good form. That is Lewis Cook suspended. Yeah, I didn't realise it was him that I was sliding in with, but they were getting quite close to us, so I had to bring somebody down. Or I was trying to get the ball, to be honest. I wasn't trying to bring them down, but they've got themselves a free kick. What I'm going to do is put Kangolo on the line. Oh, and they've laid it off. Oof, thank God it's got over. Well, that means Lewis Cook will be suspended, I think, for the next game now. Calvin Phillips looking to thread it through to Meunier. It's a brilliant ball. And Meunier's going to cut onto his left-hand side, which I think is his favoured side. And they've not cleared that one very well at all, Swansea. Looking very fragile at the back at the moment. I need to check that, actually. I don't know whether it is Meunier's favoured side, his left. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, it is. It is his favoured left-hand side, that one. Look at the way we counter-attack and so many numbers. Yedlin again getting up. Can he get another goal for us? Penalty, surely, and it is. The referee's given it. That was a blatant one. Takes out the man, and I am going to let Yedlin take it in the hope that he can get himself another goal. I know it's a little bit risky doing that, but we are only 1-0 up. I still think Yedlin deserves to take it. He won the penalty. Oh, he's at the bar! Oh, and it's headed in, luckily. Berahino, I don't usually do that. I don't know how I've managed that. No idea, to be honest. But at least Berahino was there to finish it off. Oh my days, how has he hit the bar? Thank God Berahino is following it up, and that's his second of the game, 2-0. And already we are running away with the game. It's not often we score more than one goal, and we've already done it 38 minutes in. Calvin Phillips. Oof, okay, that was alright. We'll have a corner from that. Just approaching half-time. Now, we have certainly been the better team by a mile. They have lacked quality most of the time. And Yedlin, can he get on the score sheet? No, because he kicks it at his own player. Back to Yedlin. Oh, just gets intercepted. And yeah, we have certainly been the better side, definitely, in this game. It's been a very good match for us. We've played very well, so it's positive signs for us. It looks like we could get ourselves 3 points here. And that is it for the first half, still winning the game 2-0. I'm tempted to make a couple of changes. I know we are obviously winning the game 2-0, so things are clearly working. I've also got to bear in mind that we do have some big games coming up, and obviously playing with our starting 11 here. So I'm going to take off Lewis Cook, his books. I think that's the right thing to do, just in case. We'll bring on Dele Alli, who's equally very good. And I'm tempted also to bring on Alex Moat as well. But also, I'm tempted to keep Calvin Phillips on. I mean, it would be Calvin Phillips that would come off if Moat was to come on. But Phillips has certainly been brilliant for us. I don't know whether I should change it or not. I think the next game, Norwich, I can't remember now. Gray, I think I'm going to take off, and I'll put Alex Moat on the left-hand side. That's what I'm going to do for now, and we'll probably leave it for a little bit. Berahino's ran that one down straight from kick-off. Jonjo Shelvey was taking too long on the ball, and we've not managed to capitalise that time round. Just the delivery we got wrong. Calvin Phillips onto Berahino. Can he get himself a hat-trick here? Just got to stay strong and finish it off. And it's 3 for Berahino, 51 minutes in. We can now get the subs on. We've absolutely thrashed him in this game. And it's also time to take Berahino off, I think, because we need to protect our best players. When you're 3-0 up, he doesn't need to be on the pitch. So we're going to do that as well. I think it makes the most sense. He's got himself a hat-trick. And now it's time for him to depart the field. Now he's obviously scored 3 for us. Callum Wilson now. It'd be great if he could get himself a goal, but he's found Alex Moat with the pass. Alex Moat's going to have a shot, and it's a good save from Tremmel. And out for a corner. It's going to be Alex Moat to take it. Can he get it on anybody's head here? Oh, it's on to somebody's head. Is that Dele Alli on the edge of the box? Somehow found him, and it has gone for a goal kick. Bridcut looking for Meunier, running through. He's going to have to cut that one back, try and find the pass through, and it's not a great one to Bridcut, who's now going to look for the cross in, and it has been headed away. Dele Alli will strike it miles over the bar. I was just thinking, was that a perfect hat-trick from Berahino? I'm going to have to watch it back, I think, on the replays after the game. I'll be interested to see whether it was, because I'm pretty sure he scored a header. I'm pretty sure he scored with his right foot. I can't remember whether he scored with his left foot, though, so I'll have to have a look after this game is finished. Calvin Phillips again manoeuvring really well. He has found the pass to Callum Wilson. Gonna have to go on his left foot. Oof, that's an injury for Callum Wilson. Doesn't look a good one either. And it is going to be a corner. Meunier will take it. Capella's in there. And it looks like for a minute he was going to make some sort of connection, but he doesn't. And it doesn't look too good for Callum Wilson. But at least we've managed to prevent that counter-attack there. Dele Alli looking for Meunier again. It hasn't been cut out. We're looking really good on the counter-attack, especially in this game. Wilson onto Alex Mowatt, who's going to look for the cross-in. And is it gone for a corner? No, Shelby kept it in very well. We've looked so good going forward in this game. I've never seen us play so well and win back the ball so well. I don't really know what it is. We've not really played too much differently to usual. Dele Alli again winning it back, this time off John Joe Shelby. Dele Alli, and it's 4-0 in the 90th minute. What a brilliant strike that one is. We've absolutely demolished Swansea. John Joe Shelby, look at that. No wonder he's left Swansea now. And yeah, it's a brilliant finish there from Dele Alli, the substitute. 4-0, what a thrashing this one is. And that's it, we've won the game 4-0 in the end. Considering the last sort of 5 or 6 games, we've not scored more than 1 goal. And I think we've certainly made up for it in this match. 4-0 it's finished, wow. I'm quickly going to have a look at the replays and see whether it was a perfect hat-trick from Berahino. Okay, so this one has to be with his left for it to be a perfect hat-trick, and it was with his right. So it was 2 right foot, and the other was a header. So that means that it wasn't a perfect hat-trick, sadly. And yeah, at least he got a hat-trick. And anything else, we won the game. I was just curious to see whether it was a perfect hat-trick or not. And yeah, let's move on to the next match now. We're in really good form at the moment. And look at that, we're 5th now. That is brilliant news for us. 21 points. We're 2 points off, obviously, West Brom, who are having a brilliant season. And yeah, I suppose fairly close to the sort of the next 3 teams above us. Obviously, Chelsea are 7 points clear of us. But being only 4 points behind Newcastle isn't too bad. And even the 7 points behind Chelsea, we're only 13 games in. There's plenty of time to try and beat them, obviously, when we play against them. So I'm not worried at all about that. Hopefully, we are going for the title. That's what I'm after this year. And hopefully we can do that. But yeah, that was just confirmation there, I think, of Lewis Cook being suspended. We've got this game now against, I think is it Feyenoord? Yes, it is. We are currently 2nd in the table on the same amount of points as Copenhagen. So this could be very tight if we both win our games. Obviously, we'll go down to goal difference. And who's leading the goal difference? Will it load? Yes. Okay, so they're winning by 1, so we have to outscore them by, I think, 2 goals, really. So we are going to not do player development this time round. We are just going to leave it for now, just so we can kind of get on with the next game against Feyenoord and hopefully get ourselves a good result. I'll change around the team and I'll be back in a second. Okay, this is the team that I'm going with to play against Feyenoord. It's pretty much a similar sort of team, to be honest. Bailey comes in, though, at centre-back. And the rest of it pretty much stays the same, other than Alex Mowatt on the left-hand side of midfield. He's obviously not a winger, but we're going to play him there in the hope that he does okay. He's obviously a left-sided player as well. Gray moves over to the right. Phillips starts, and Yaya Toure remains on the bench. But obviously Lewis Cook can play this game because he's only suspended for 1 match in the Premier League, and this is obviously the Europa League. So let's go on with this game now against Feyenoord and hopefully get ourselves another 3 points. And that would put us very close to finishing top of the group. Another game that we're desperate to win here, so I'm hoping we can do that. We are in the rain for this match. Whether that will affect us remains to be seen. I'm hoping again that Calvin Phillips can have another brilliant game for us. As you can see, already closing down, trying to win back the ball. He seems to do it so well considering his height, I suppose. I don't know why he does it so well. He just seems to be a very good player for us at the moment. Cook looking for the pass to Bridcut. Now on to Gray. Can he finish it off? He has done 1-0. 9 minutes in, we've started very well yet again, and it just seems to open up quite easily that time round, which is obviously very good. We're creating chances, and we're also starting to finish them off more now, which is good. Gray there getting himself a goal. They just seem to have moved all the defence over to one side. We switched the play, and we slotted it past the goalkeeper. Really good start yet again, 1-0. Can we do the same thing that we just did? Switch the play across their defence onto Calvin Phillips. Another good start from him. Oh, tried to play that pass through the midfielders. Didn't quite work this time round. Alex Mowatt looking for Calvin Phillips. He's running forward. Could he add a goal to his game for us? He's trying to. Oh, what a hit. And it's rebounded. It's not offside. It's 2-0. Is that Damari Gray? I think it might be. Oh my days, we are playing so well at the moment. I thought Calvin Phillips was going to get a goal for himself, which would have been obviously great, but we have managed to get ourselves a second goal. I'm sure that was offside. We won't complain too much and know he's a mile on. Rebounds off the post and it's an easy finish there from Damari Gray. 2-0, 25 minutes in. Could this be Gray's time to get a hat-trick? Okay, I'm not really too sure who to put on this, so I think it's going to have to beat Alex Mowat on his left foot. Oh, off the post. I thought I was going to curl in. And that's pretty much half time it is. We are winning the game 2-0. And I don't think I'll make any changes just yet. Actually, I've changed my mind. I am going to make one change. That's taking Calvin Phillips off. And we are going to bring on Dele Alli, I think. Just because he's played quite a lot recently. He has had a very good game for us still. But he has played a lot, and I think he's going to be an important player for us. And what we're going to do now is, I think, push Lewis Cook a bit further up and have Dele Alli back there. And I think that will be it for the changes. I didn't really want to make any, but I think that's probably the best one to do. Okay, so as you might be able to see, there's no video for some reason. Basically, we got to the 49th minute, and then suddenly my video cut off. I thought, as you'll see in the audio coming up, I thought that it cut out in about the 80th or 90th minute when I realised. Turns out it cut out in the 49th minute when we were 2-0 up. Luckily, you didn't miss any goals. We didn't score. It finished 2-0. You will see in the video footage coming up in a second, because I did realise eventually that the video had stopped. But yeah, basically, Demarai Gray didn't get his hat-trick. But he was so close. He had another 2 or 3 chances which he should have scored from. It did finish 2-0. So yeah, I'll just let you finish the game with the rest of the video footage I did manage to recover. I'm not really too sure what happened there, but for some reason my recording just stopped. So hopefully we didn't miss any of that towards the end. But that is it for this game. We've won the match 2-0. Like I say, hopefully we haven't missed any of the match towards the end of the game due to the recording. I just suddenly noticed it. But I don't really know what happened with that. Never happened before. But we did get ourselves to 3 points anyway. We are now, I think, probably going to be top. We'll have to wait and see. It's obviously dependent on the other result, which I can't quite see in those fixture lists. I don't know where we are at the moment. We are currently 5th in the league table. We are going to, I think, do the player development this week. We've got a game against Norwich coming up. I'm a little bit tempted to play that game in this episode, but I don't know if I'll have time to fit it in. That's the only thing. Rossetti there getting a few attributes going up, which is good. But I don't know if I'll be able to fit in the Norwich game, because we obviously have had quite a few goals in those 2 games, so it might take a little bit longer for those matches to be shown. I don't think we'll have time, sadly, to fit it in. We do have Ecuador wanting me here. I'm going to reject that one, sadly. Again, it's another one where they've got some okay players, but maybe not the sort of team I was looking for. So we'll leave that one for now. We've got a big match against Norwich, coming up against Berardi, who we obviously sold to Norwich, 1.2 million, and it doesn't seem to have progressed too much there. Definitely very aggressive still, and it could be an interesting play if he does start against them. They are currently a place behind us, so it's obviously a big match, this one, because they could easily go in front of us. If we do win the match, though, in the next episode, we could go as high as 3rd place, possibly, although we'd need to score maybe 4 goals to try and do that. But yeah, that is it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. If we could go hit 25 likes on this video, that'd be really appreciated. Also, don't forget to go subscribe as well if you haven't already. And I will see you next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.